On this Grandparents' Day, I wanted to take a look inside the garage of Earl Puckett. He has been such an inspiration to me all through my life. I've spent many hours with him in this garage. He can take an entire car apart or truck, clean all the parts, all the bits and bobs, and then put it back together and start it up. It's the closest thing I knew to a miracle growing up. And the fact that I can bring my boys there now and spend time with him in the garage is such a gift. The thing that I have loved about having him as my grandpa is that he comes from this long line of coal miners. 6 generations his family goes back in West Virginia. And you would think that that would mean that he has a very linear brain and he thinks like what you would imagine a typical West Virginia coal miner to think. But he has this beautiful curiosity to him, and I think that's part of his bravery, that he shows up curious to news reports, to stories that we're telling, stories that my boys were telling about them going to school, things that they're learning, and he shows up with curiosity and he's asking. He calls me and asks me questions. What is transgender? What do you think happened to Breonna Taylor? Like, he doesn't take anything at face value. He thinks through things. And I think that, growing up with that in mind has made me a more curious person. And part of my courage is to always ask, well, does that resonate with me? Does that sit right? So I hope, my boys being able to hang out with him, I hope he's imparting that to them as well as he takes them on rides up the holler. This man, 86 years old, has lived on this strip of land in the West Virginia mountains for his whole life. And to gain the knowledge that he has and to invite new ways of thinking into his home is just a beautiful thing. And I wanted to thank him for that today. We have so much fun visiting with Earl. He's always a hoot. He's proud of what we're doing. He, loves working with your hands. He always wants to know the process, how you doing this. So I'm so, so grateful. And I love you, Papa.